when I seen that article, I was like, you know what? It kind of reminds me of society. Anytime a man seems to enjoy fun, it's looked down upon. Like anytime a nigga's peaceful, enjoying his life, it's somehow the nigga sassy, the nigga like. I'm just like, bro, like ain't no way. Yeah, this nigga's minding his business, and y'all found a way to make that an issue. Like you know, he hang out with his homeboy. Y'all found a way to make that an issue. Like I'm just like,
because men love their homeboys.
Women love their homegirls.
No, we do not. Not as much as men love their homeboys.
No, don't do it.
I promise y'all be on the phone with y'all homeboys more than y'all be on the phone with y'all girls. Y'all be on the phone as soon as y'all wake up. Y'all be on the phone with y'all homeboys. Am I telling a lie?
That's not true.
That'd be crazy.
Women came up with a holiday just so they could celebrate their single female friends. Galentine's Day. Women came up with that so y'all could buy each other gifts. Y'all be buying each other gifts for their birthday. Y'all be going on vacations for one another. Y'all be going on brunch with one another.
Y'all gonna buy you Valentine's Day.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No book of, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, follow me on IG, The Real Y Eli. Shoot me a DM. I promise you I'm going to get to it. You know, it might not be in a timely fashion, but I'm going to get to it. Like, you know what I mean? As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. It's your boy Ace. What's goody? We doing it big, extra large, like this securities hoodie. You heard?
Okay. That's
Gold 24, man.
I swear to God, he be like, throughout the whole show, he just be thinking about these little fucking one bars. Like, I swear to God, like, you know what I mean? It was clean. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
You gotta stop hating.
Hey guys, it's Sarah Toos at sincerely.touss.
It's Tamia. You can follow me at mia.mia. I don't even know what I just said. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just fucked up my whole entire Instagram name.
She said Mia.
Mia.mia. That's not even my Instagram name.
You crashing out. Just sing Sexy Red.
I love you. But you can follow me at mia_. Yeah, all right.
She like you done.
It's your girl Shantae TV, 1TV, CHAUNTE. Don't forget the name, right?
What the fuck?
I was about to say.
That was what you just said.
I was trying to keep up. I gave up. I said it'll be on the screen. Like,
damn.
Nah. I'm Tyler. It's at Tyler Imani, and that's TYLARYMANI.
Listen, before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Cop the merch. Damn, you cop the merch. Dailyrapupcrew.co, man. Make sure y'all get the merch. This is Tupac, man. So, you gotta pay homage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to Tupac. He dead, but it is what it is. Like, it's not Tupac. Who this is then?
That's not no Tupac.
What?
This nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, you don't know, man. Like,
bro, it's not Tupac.
All right, whatever. Like, make sure y'all join the membership, man. There's a lot of behind the scenes footage, early access to episodes. Make sure y'all listen to the podcast audios every Tuesday, 6 a.m.
Find out who that really is on Eli's shirt.
It's definitely Tupac. Like, I don't know, man. I know you got veneers. Maybe you might need glasses too. Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Pick them up for me when you get.
Right. I just went
little friendly banter. Like, that's all.
I don't want it over here. Just
Before I get it to this first topic, I do want to get into this. I seen this study, and it showed the hobbies that women find least attractive in men, right? And, when I went through it, video games was at the top, right? That's what women find the most unattractive thing for a man to do is play video games. What do y'all feel about that? Y'all agree or disagree? What's your thoughts on this?
I'll go. I don't think it's unattractive. I think there's a limit with everything. I feel like if it's like taken away from like relationship time, then like I can see how it could get annoying. But I don't think it's unattractive. Like,
balance, baby, balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balance.
All right.
Okay, well, what do y'all consider balance? Because, as soon as, what's that meme? As soon as he turned on the PlayStation, it's like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask that. Like, yo.
Not even. I feel like there's a designated time for everything. And I feel like, okay, if you're in a relationship, y'all need to communicate and talk about that. Okay, I do agree that it's kind of like selfish for you to be like, as soon as you turn on the game, be on some nonsense talking about, oh, why you on the game right now? That's what I mean by balance. If you don't talk about it, you can't complain about it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't stop them though. But,
What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't mind the video games. Like she said, it has to be a balance. Like you have to be able to know when to turn the game off and when to actually talk to your partner instead of being on the game 24/7 of the day. And that's how I feel like you don't have no type of other hobbies than the video games. And then you don't want to be with your partner if you're on the video games 24 hours of the day.
24 hours a day is crazy.
That is that. Y'all be jumping to the
No,
extreme.
some-
like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There are some that live in front of that.
The screen, they never watch.
Like dragging them away from the screen is like
You can't even turn it off. Like
What's your thoughts on this before we give our opinions on this?
it's hard. I don't know. Because I feel like with any like hobby, if you are like making that your whole world, I'm going to be upset. Because I want us to have like time. But when I'm doing my own thing, I feel like that's when you can do your own thing.
I mean, I kind of
listen,
agree though. Like if it's like I'm doing something, you could be like or vice versa. I'm doing something, you go in the game. Like you on the game, I'm gonna go find something to do.
I don't mind it if like, we're doing our own thing. But like when it's time to come together, if you're still in front of like the game,
So as soon as you finish, I gotta be.
when it's time to go to sleep, I'm tired.
It's just more so like you should know when to turn the game
Yeah.
off. Like when your girl comes home, she'd be like, all right, let me spend time with her. Like I've been on the game while she been out doing whatever she got to do. When she come in the house, she'd be like, all right, let me go talk to her. Let me go spend some time with her.
Yeah.
Once you give your girl that attention, I promise you, you go back on the game, she's probably not going to care. Probably. I didn't say she's...
I
didn't say she is.
You
with
have to
that
learn
one.
balance, like make
Yeah.
time. If I'm saying like, oh, let's go out, let's go do something, and you just want to stay home and play the game, it's like,
What's the point?
So we was on Pop the Balloon right now, right? And I said my name, what I do, and I said, they said, which one of your hobbies? I said, you know what? I like to play video games. You popping your balloon? See, I'm
playing.
Yo,
She ain't playing. She ain't playing.
like 2K, yeah, nah, pop the balloon. Like, but just to give some perspective, this is the other hobbies that women found the least attractive in men. Video games obviously was number 1. Collecting
Crazy.
figures was number 2. Magic tricks was number 3.
Nah, magic tricks.
Online trolling was number 4. Number 5 is gambling. Then we got building model trains, taxidermy, which I had to look up what the fuck that even meant.
No,
That's
that's
when you
stuff
stuff
dead
dead animals and
That
put
should be
them on a
bad.
wall or some
Like,
shit or make them displays.
I don't like
So y'all found video games less attractive than a man who does taxidermy, like, which is crazy. Like, not y'all, but just women that did this poll, participating in this poll. Comic book collecting and bird watching was in the list as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right?
One with nature.
but some of these things I'm looking at is like, there's no way women put video games as number 1 over fucking comic book collecting, bird watching, like like some of this shit is just like, I don't know. Ace, what's your
Action
thoughts on
figures.
this, man? Like,
I think it's crazy. Like a man that's at home playing his video games is a faithful man. Then
at least you know what a nigga at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
yeah. You ain't gotta worry about it. Like, where your nigga at home playing the game? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. I just think women want their time when they want their time, and they can't get it because nigga have his own time and they be interrupting their time. So they have a problem with it, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's balance.
I guess.
It's balance. But everything there's balance.
I think that goes.
You just said when I finish my shit, he gotta be.
That's not
That's
what she
balance.
said. Like basically, she was just saying like it's like you can play the game.
Mm-hmm. But when I'm ready to chill with you,
Not
better be
even
ready
like let's say you wanted to chill with me, I'm doing something.
right.
But it could be like balance. There's compromise. It could be talked about. Like it doesn't have to be like either or.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do agree with the balance, but sometimes we don't need to be like hugged like underneath each other's noses all day. 20. Like sometimes a guy needs his space, a woman needs her space, and sometimes I think when a guy takes that time out to just play video games, maybe it's like 2 hours a day. I don't think there's no man. First of all, I know y'all not dating no man that's playing video games 24 hours, unless he like esports or whatever the case. In which case, them niggas do get paid money. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, but
Getting paid.
like normally women ain't, unless you're younger, I guess, but like grown women aren't with men. They have jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes after work, they might want to hop on a game of Call of Duty or 2K for 2 hours. It's not going to kill you. Like, you know what I mean? I know sometimes when I was in a relationship, as soon as I come home from work, she at the crib, I push the Xbox. I'll be on for like maybe an hour and a half. Oh my God! Like, I'm just like,
wonder.
just so I can stop playing the game. Just so I can stop playing the game, so we can watch fucking Love Island or some shit that I don't want to watch, but now I gotta be forced to watch it because you want to watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
That's compromise, right?
But that's what we're saying about
compromise.
That is not
like,
compromise.
We can find something we both enjoy watching.
But you know what's crazy? You remember when Meg had posted that picture? I think that's when she was with what's that dude she was with?
the
Party next door. What up? Is Party?
Nah,
no,
not Party
Party.
Next
Nah, the other group. But she was like on his lap while he was playing the game, or whatever, and everybody wanted the game all of a sudden. But now it's the most like unlike. I don't get it.
I'm actually surprised anime watching is not on that list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have thought anime watching.
What was the second one? Like collecting action figures? Or something?
The second one was collecting
Yo,
figures.
this list is so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
But action figures is dead crazy though.
Word.
Mind you, some people love them action figures more than they love humans
Themselves. They're like, yo, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Like, and that's worse than.
But don't get me wrong, some of them is like really valuable. I get that, but at the same time, like, you know, have a
And
separate
I'll be
room for
honest
that.
with you,
You know what I'm
a
saying?
good compromise would be playing a game with your significant other. Like that could be an option. Like, you know, maybe you might like the game too. I don't know. That could be a compromise. I'm not saying y'all have to do it, but that could be a compromise. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I just found that pretty interesting. When I seen that article, I was like, you know what? It kind of reminds me of society. Anytime a man seems to enjoy fun, it's looked down upon. Like, anytime a nigga's peaceful, enjoying his life, somehow the nigga sassy, the nigga like, I'm just like, bro, like, ain't no way. Yeah, this nigga's minding his business, and y'all found the way to make that an issue. Like, you know what I mean?
Sassy.
He hang out with his homeboy. Y'all found the way to make
Sassy.
that an issue. Like, I'm just like,
Because men love their homeboys.
women love their homegirls.
No, we do not. Not as much as men love their homeboys.
No,
What was it?
don't do it.
I promise y'all be on the phone with y'all homeboys more than y'all be on the phone with y'all girls. Y'all be on the phone as soon as y'all wake up. Y'all be on the phone with y'all homeboys. Am I telling a lie?
That's not true.
That'd be crazy.
Women came up with a holiday just so they could celebrate their single female friends, Galentine's Day. Women came up with that so y'all could buy each other gifts. Y'all be buying each other gifts for their birthday. Y'all be going on vacations for one another. Y'all be going on brunch with one
Y'all
another.
don't buy you Valentine's Day.
Your friends don't buy you gifts?
What?
Your friends don't buy you gifts?
Hell
No, not like that. And if
I mean,
our friends did buy us gifts,
that's what I'm saying.
if
like,
our friends did buy us gifts, what y'all gonna say? Yo, they must be secretly gay.
not
Like,
even like it's your birthday, you should have a gift. No, you don't.
No.
You get a happy birthday.
You get a happy birthday, bro. Like, yo,
More
more life.
life.
Not even.
Like, you know what I'm
It'd be the
saying? Like,
happy G day.
y'all be going all out.
God.
Y'all be buying each other
Happy birthday.
rollies. Like, I promise. This is why I said last episode. There's always that one girlfriend in the group that want to secretly eat their friend pussy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how it is. Y'all be
Maybe
seeing
I want to see my friend happy. Maybe
by
I
eating
wanna
her pussy. Like, how about this? Got one. Like,
No, maybe I like to see I want to gift my friends things that she hasn't experienced before. Like,
Yeah.
That
Like,
sounds
I
like
want
you're
her-
a man. That's something you don't even do shit like that for your man. Not
no,
you.
I go like,
Not you, but women don't even do shit like that for their man. Like, and that don't look suspicious.
no,
Yes,
they
they
do.
do. I feel like-
You have females
Yes,
out
they
here
do.
crashing out and doing way more than you think that we would do for our man.
I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I think, like, if we're gonna compare friendships, I think women's friendships with each other is a little bit way more sus than a friend's relationship with
Not
guy
even.
friends.
Not
Like,
I just
way
think
more
it's just,
sus.
it makes sense though. I feel like women, we like nurture, do all of that. It just makes sense. Like like she said, like you want to see your friends happy. Like it's their birthday, get them a gift. Like we going out, you don't have to pay for nothing. Like why not? That's gonna make them feel good. That's gonna make them feel like it's them. Like it's their
There are
day.
men who do it too. Like they go out, they have bro time. Like they go out on.
This is why the
something.
bisexuality rate is so
No.
high.
No,
Y'all be doing too.
Don't forget.
Y'all be romanticized. I don't even know what the word is, but y'all homegirls way too much. It's sus. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't forget there was like these podcasters that were going around and they were asking a question. If your bro called you and he really needed your help right now, but your girl was giving birth, who would you run
I
to?
saw that.
The amount of men who said their bro,
Oh, it was
I
the
saw
she gonna have the baby.
his best
anyway.
friend was dying. It was
Get
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
here!
yeah.
Get out
that's
of
what it
here.
was.
They
That's
didn't
what
say
No, it was
They
his
said
best
he
friend.
got
He
shot.
he was in the hospital.
What can you do
dying.
with him?
They didn't say he was dying. They said he got shot. Didn't
Nah,
They said he was dying. Like he was taking his
But
last
your
breath.
girl could die giving birth. Your child could die. Like
That's true.
valid.
That is
you
that's
know,
valid.
how
That's a
people
valid
ran
point.
to their bro. Like that's crazy to me. This is your child.
Listen,
That is-
we That's fair. That's fair. I'm not going to discount
Then
that.
keep going.
I'm not going to I got him to agree with me. Goddamn. But I have seen, we had scenarios on our show where we asked women to reverse, and they gladly was like, yeah, they homegirl. Niggas ain't shit. My homegirls forever. Like, we gonna have plenty of episodes where women would rather jump to their homegirl than they nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know about that.
What's the scenario?
Heavy on what's the scenario?
Yeah.
It's the same scenario.
No, let's get a different scenario.
Why we gotta get a different one? It's
Okay,
not
but that
same,
don't really-
same
it don't
scenario. Your
translate.
bestie is in the hospital.
And you're
She got
pregnant.
shot, taking her last
And you're
breath.
pregnant and about to
And
get
Yeah,
then-
look, what he's
Oh,
about to
shit.
get burned?
I was about to say, what you pregnant? Like,
Hold on.
like, let's
Give me a second. And your man subsequently also got shot, and he about to. Nah, he not about.
no, you can't. No, let's get a whole different scenario.
Scenario,
Give us
right.
another one.
We gotta
We
gotta come back. We gotta
Yeah,
come
back.
that
Yeah,
one.
okay.
That one was.
Alright.
That one is. You had to choose. Though. So we gotta make sure y'all gotta choose.
Yo, we had I'll give you a nice scenario, right? We had on one episode, we asked them, and I'm a butcher it, but it was basically like, I'm a butcher it. I'm gonna have to just insert the clip in and then go to it, like, you know what I mean? But it was something of the line of your man. Would you like rather snitch on your significant other, or like not tell your friend or something like that, your best friend? Yeah, it was something like that, but I can't remember verbatim, so I'm gonna fuck it up. And they was overwhelmingly choosing their best friend over their man in that scenario, like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I ain't gonna.
It was. Would you rather snitch on your best friend or cheat on your husband?
Oh, cheat on your husband,
Yeah.
yeah. And they would rather cheat on their husband than to snitch on their best friend. Like that's not crazy.
What
to
am
y'all?
I snitching on?
Why you even asking?
What do you want me?
Have
What
you-
do you
what
want
are you-
matters? Like, what do you want to know?
Is this gonna put her in jail?
Yeah, like, is it gonna put her life in jeopardy? Like, what? What is
right.
So you cheat on your husband in the heartbeat?
No. We're not saying that. But like, it's just so, like,
So why y'all justifying the scenario?
Sure, I
Is
wanna
there
know.
a scenario that makes
Alright, so
I wanna know.
if she going to jail,
If she going to jail, she could do the time.
Well, hold on.
She could do
Wait. Jail for how long? And did she do it?
Why they moving the goalposts?
if you
so much?
snitching,
Like,
she
yo.
did it. Like, what you mean?
I'm holding my secrets to the grave. She could do the time.
Oh, alright. What y'all doing?
I don't know. I'm stressed. I don't know.
Damn, that's
What
crazy.
you doing?
What you doing, friend?
Damn.
Our case is
Yeah, y'all know what y'all
proven,
want to say.
Our case
want
is
to say. There you go. Good scenario. Good scenario.
Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get to this actual first topic. Do you believe a man changes for the right woman, or does he only change when?
You ain't even gotta ask.
So y'all think a man will change for the right woman?
Don't
Yes.
ever tell or ask a man to do anything. If he wants to do it, he will do it for you. I stand all 10 freshly done toes on that. 100%.
Okay, well, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I feel like you kind of need both. Sometimes men don't know they need to change until the right person does come along. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, it does go into, okay, a man is going to do something for somebody if he wants to do it. You can't make him do it. But also, too, he has to want to change for himself.
That was like 3, but
Yeah, I know. But it's like, it's all together, though. Like,
I personally
it's
feel like
not just
men
one.
know what they're doing regardless of what you're asking, what you're doing. They know exactly what they're doing from jump. They know what their intentions from jump. So when you continuously say like, oh, I want flowers, oh, I want you to take me out, and they still have yet to do it, they know what their intentions are.
Yeah.
So it's like you begging and begging and begging, it's going to prolong
not gonna happen.
everything. So it's
Yeah.
like, you can keep begging, but that man know exactly who he want, who he gonna go back to. Because when she call and when she be like, "Oh, I want you back," he's leaving you.
With quickness, too.
Quickness,
Swift.
swift.
Interesting.
That man is going like the Flash.
What's your thoughts on this?
I don't know if it's necessarily like a change, because like, right, if it's like a situation where he's not doing something, where he's like, you asking him to do stuff, like you want flowers, you want all that, like I don't think he changed. That was always there. He just didn't want to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree with your point, like, of a person having to, like, if they want actual change, having to do it for themselves and not for like a person, because then it's not really like sustainable. I don't feel it's sustainable if you're doing it for somebody else and not changing for yourself.
All right, let me ask the men, you know what I mean, that can actually answer this question for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, when I seen this post, I seen it online. I went to the comments just to see, what the consensus was, and it was nothing but women speaking for men. And I'm like, how the fuck y'all speaking for us? Like, y'all gotta let us speak for ourselves every once in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Women
Like,
experienced it. Like, they've seen it firsthand. So it's like,
but at the end of the day, you're not a man.
No,
so it's like, you know what I mean?
Which is understandable, but it's like,
it's repetitive.
We've already seen it with a guy that we probably liked so much, and he already gave us the intention of we're gonna be together, but already slapped us in the face and was like, yo, I want to be with this girl. But
they're not ready for a relationship.
But then ends up in a relationship kind of like a month, 2 months later. So it's like, we're not talking for you guys. It's just more so like we've experienced it so we can speak on it.
6 years asking, for marriage. Next relationship in 2 months, like you're engaged. Like, come on.
So would y'all say like generalizing is normally like a good method to use when having conversations?
I don't. I mean, when you're speaking, like when you're just speaking, like you kind of have to generalize.
That's fair, right? That's fair, right?
Like, well, except for this, and except for this, except for this.
That's fair. I agree with you 100%. Like, I'm glad they said that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no.
Keen, what's your thoughts on this? Like,
do I believe? What's the question?
Does a man change?
Even let you get it out. Like,
does a man change for the woman? I guess he wants, or does he change when he just feels the need to change?
I think it's a little of both. I mean, the right woman can come along. Nah, it got to be when he's ready to change, because a lot of men lose out on good women because they wasn't ready to change. They wasn't healed and ready to make that change for themselves. So I think you really got to be in that space to change. No woman is going like losing a woman. I seen losing a woman expedite that process. You know what I mean? Or almost losing a woman, like going through that, expedite that process. But yeah, you gotta be ready. It gotta come from within, and then you know what I mean. You could make that move.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally agree. I think a man will only change when he's ready to change. You know what I mean? That might come with age. That might come with experience, dealing with certain, like losing a woman, or just dealing with certain type of women when you be like, you know what, I deserve better than this. I don't have to tolerate this type of behavior. So I really don't think no woman can make a man change. I think that's solely on a man to make that decision within himself to change for himself first, and then be able to receive that energy from a woman. Because like I said, you could run into the right woman or the right man, all the time. If you're not ready to make that change or that sacrifice or be committed to that person, you're never going to be in that situation. It's never going to be right for you. It's never going to work out. So I think, you always got to do the work within yourself.
Even like the situations y'all talking about where like he tell one girl he not ready for a relationship, and then he end up in one 2 months later. You don't know how long that relationship lasted. Like, he might have went back to the same shit that he was doing with you a couple months later. You know what I'm saying? He might just went through a period where he like, all right, maybe I could do this. And then, nah, I can't do it. So you got to look at the longevity of these relationships and stuff like that.
Let me get to this next topic. Are more people afraid to take risks, or are they just simply becoming less creative? I think the reason I came up with this topic is because...
music?
Music, obviously, just media in general. I'm seeing a lot more people scared to have, new IPs. Like, people are just trying to either live off of nostalgia, like, you know what I mean? They'd rather make a remake of something. They'd rather redo a song, like, you know what I mean? Or do a sequel. You don't really see too much original ideas anymore. And I think that's, coming down to a lack of people taking risks. They're scared to take that risk because obviously with risk come a financial either reward or financial loss. So, you know what I mean? So what's your thoughts about it? You think people are as creative now, or you think they're less creative?
I think they're less creative. Only because I say that is because everybody's like jumping on a bandwagon of whatever they see. They want to do the same thing. And nobody's like thinking like, let me do something outside of the box. And it's just more so like, nobody's different no more. So it's like, yeah.
That's fair. What's your thoughts?
No, yeah, I agree. But I feel like a part of the reason is because I feel like this generation is way more harsh. But like, like when you try to like dish something out, but you can't receive it or you can't take it. So that kind of like will mess with somebody's like self-esteem, and they'll be like, okay, this is the trend. Like she said, this is the trend that's going on right now. Yeah. We'll just stick to it. We'll just stay to it because that's what's working. Then complain about it when they think it's trash, fade out or died out.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what's your thoughts?
I agree with just like, I think it's a little bit of both though. Like, I don't think people are less creative. I think it's really like the risk thing. Like, people don't want to step outside the box or be different because they might be looked at a certain way, or like you said, it comes with loss, it comes with risk, and like that can create fear, and fear cripples people. So it's like, I don't think it's a matter of like less creativity. It's just like people really just are scared.
Okay, that's fair. What's your thoughts?
I definitely think there are a bunch of creative people out there. It's just riding the bandwagon for now until I get myself in certain rooms, like in certain spaces where I can show, everyone else what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
But starting off from the beginning, like, you're going to be scared that no one's going to ride, no one's going to ride your wave. They're going to be like clowning you. And then like, it's the opposite of what you want. But once you get into those rooms, once you have the opportunity, then you can start building like your own crowd and stuff like that.
Yeah, even when I was just thinking about fashion. I was going to big up fashion. I am not a fashionable person, but when I'm seeing fashion now, it almost looks like it's like they're going back to the early 2000s. Now it's over back to baggy clothing and stuff like that. It's not really innovative. It's just like, okay, let's go back to nostalgia and dress how we used to dress, but maybe with a different flair, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? But it reminds me very much of the early 2000s. So it's like, I think that nostalgia factor is like, it's a proven success measure. So like, all right, this was successful, or this with media or music. This song was successful in the 90s. Let's just bring it back into, it's an easier, we already seen that it was successful. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to bring it in, make it a little bit more modern. And, I think that's where, I'm not seeing the creativity. Like, maybe you said there are people I'm not really seeing it. I'm not having these conversations with people. I'm like, what? That's a creative ass idea. Now we got AI that's doing the creativity for us nowadays. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's even taking away more of the creativity, because now we just plug it into a chat GBT and saying, yo, come up with a fucking design for me or something like that. You know what I mean? So what's your thoughts on this, Ace?
I think it's hard in these times. Like, it was easier to be creative back then because it wasn't done yet. You know what I'm saying? When something's not done yet, it's like a blank board. So you could put a spot there and it's new. You know what I'm saying? Now that we done seen everything, it's hard to come up with something new. Like, it's like,
that's the whole purpose of being creative, is thinking outside the box.
I feel you, but it was easier, like I said, because it wasn't done. You know what I mean? If it's nothing there, I could be creative. I can say, ooh, and that's gonna be new. You know what I mean? That's new. If I do that today, they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
But that don't necessarily mean it's gonna be successful.
I mean,
you think when they started that mumble rap, they was like, yeah, this shit about to... Actually, maybe they did. Like,
because nobody never heard it.
But they did have to take a risk, because obviously we came from an era where everybody was much more lyrical. There was much more... Right. You had to take a risk to be like, damn, I'm about to just mumble this shit and see if this shit hit. Like, you know what I mean?
And then in this generation too, like, you see a lot of what works and what doesn't work. And you see people that really are talented, really are creative, not being successful. So if you see that and you are a person like that, you might change your shit. Like, damn, I gotta be more like what's out here that's popping and shit. So that might be stagnating the creativity around the world.
And also, like, when people are being creative, they're also being taken advantage by like bigger brands who are being creative. So it's like it causes discourage for them. So it's like they don't want to keep doing it. And then just jump on the bandwagon of just being with the trend. So it's that could be another thing too.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Like, scared of having ideas taken, which actually happens a lot. Like, that actually happens a lot more than we know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think these times is just like taking away the creativity, honestly.
And then we got... Listen, I'll be trying to look at the... You know how Michael Jackson said the kids are the future, they are the world? Like, I'm looking at these kids on the iPads and shit. I'm like, damn, this is our future? Like, this is... they're not even programmed. I can see they was building these games and stuff. They not building it. They just playing the games. They just be so consumed. And, at least, I always say when we were growing up, and damn, I'm mad that I'm old enough to use that term. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we had to go outside and actually use our imagination and come up with games and all this shit. Double dutch. Like, women used to double dutch and hopscotch. We used to have to use our imagination to be creative. Like, even when we had action figures, we motherfuckers was having the time of our lives and that because we had to be, we had to be creative. Nowadays, it's like, you really just put an iPad in front of the kid and they just don't even want to go outside. I couldn't wait to go outside. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Well,
Now,
I used to love riding my bike down the block. The lights is on.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with new games. We was just making shit up. But
not going outside used to be a punishment.
Now
that's a privilege. Like, you can't go outside. Okay.
Heavy on no recess for you.
No recess was big. Like
you was tight.
Looking outside, everybody having
when
fun.
When they told you there was no recess and they was having a blast outsid, that used to blow.
Like, you know that meme where it's like Squidward looking at SpongeBob and Patrick.
Definitely was looking like that. Like for sure.
If they make a new meme like that, it ain't gonna be like that. They gonna be looking at him like, man, this nigga. Why we gotta be out here?
Yo, that's a fact. They should reverse the meme. Like they gotta reverse the meme. For sure. So hopefully, maybe like you said, there maybe there is a lot of creativity. Maybe we're just not seeing it because we just focus on whatever platforms we get. These podcasts,
whatever
and
it's
stuff
selling.
like that. But I just see the lack of creativity. And the lack of, people just don't want to take that risk anymore. Like, they're looking at everything from an analytics aspect. And, even when it comes to like podcasting, like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's, they're scared to do something different because they see like, okay, dating and relationships is, popular. Everybody can talk about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do that. Like, and I get it. It makes sense because it's safe. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be successful because now it's so oversaturated. Whatever the case is. But listen, take a gamble, try something different. Maybe you could find a niche in that, and then, you know what I mean? That could spark a whole nother, like this whole genre or whatever the case is. So listen, maybe we wrong. Let us know in the comments if y'all agree or disagree. Are people less or more creative in this generation?
Hit that like button, Eric.
Hit that like button. Let me get to this next topic. This one is actually pretty interesting. It says, if sex were no longer a factor, do you think men would be more or less interested in women?
I was so confused by what.
Like, what do you mean no longer a factor? Like,
let's say like,
yeah, I lost y'all pussies. Like,
okay, let's go with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
it's a pussy fetish.
Let's just say in this world, women just lost the ability to have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think men would be more or less interested in women?
I feel like they wouldn't be less interested. I just feel like they wouldn't know what to do. Whereas though, like nowadays, they either use their mans to go get a girl, or they either go to the clubs, or like they be like, "Hey, I can buy you this," and then we go back to the crib and then do this. But it's just like they lack the being romantic part. So it's like I feel like it wouldn't be less interested. They just wouldn't know how to go about a female. To be honest,
that sounds less interested to me. Like,
no, they just it wouldn't be interested
because if the main goal is to ultimately
just be scared, like
so they be still trying to bag y'all, but
I mean, but like, what's the other option?
Yeah,
your mouth.
I'm just saying.
That is always
an option.
I mean,
yeah, gonna have to come.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Pros at that.
No way.
No. I feel like less is such a big thing.
That's crazy.
Like,
yeah.
What you say?
I feel like lust is just like a big thing in terms of like, I guess, relationship interaction. So I don't know how that would work because I feel like, well, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that for real.
Say it.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Say it.
Right? I was like,
You got to say it.
Right,
now I'm trying to figure out what you're trying.
I just feel like us as humans on this earth, the way we were created and stuff, you know. Something gotta get satisfied, and if the woman can't do it, then y'all would link to each other. And you know what?
We gotta bring it to this, man. Why is everything
somebody's happening. It's not like it's not.
It's not like it's not happening already.
What is the other option for real?
You know,
like,
and my first thought was your mouth, and her first thought is another nigga. Like, what the fuck?
mean, it's already happening.
Yeah, with those type of niggas, man. But we talking about straight niggas. Like.
Let's not even do that because some of them be a little, let me not even scratch that.
Bro, the statistics don't back up with y'all. Y'all just be throwing all types of homophobic rhetoric out with no data.
You trying to tell me that you dated a straight guy?
She hasn't. She just going off
and now you find out he gay, and now you find out he gay.
Hey, some of y'all be a little sad.
That's not the
Sometimes y'all be under the table.
Not the action. I mean, have you experienced it?
I don't want to comment on that.
Okay, but hear me out. I feel like it might not start off as like that, but all right, but here's the thing. After time goes on and there's just like no more sex, eventually I think the mentals is going to get there. It might not happen right away, and y'all might not realize it, and y'all don't want to realize that. Because right now, I understand there's a little fire for that. I understand. However,
A little.
I mean,
Big
it's not
fire for that.
it's not really a
Big fire for that.
It's not really big.
but I'm just saying,
fire.
eventually over
But
time.
there's so much other things you could do with a woman before we get to this point. Why do you think that we just gonna be like, you know what? They ain't got no more pussy. Let me go. What? Come on. Like what? You can slide it. I'm about to get vulgar. You can slide your dick between some titties. You can fuck her mouth. Like, niggas, y'all got other options. Like, before you go to a guy, like, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
I think
it's a thought.
I think to give context to this question, this topic, right?
Well,
Yeah, because I think to give context to it, because I hear women only say that men aren't really interested in women; they're only interested in their bodies. So I'm saying, if you guys didn't have that body portion to give to a man, do you think men would be interested in? I think your personalities is good enough? The companionship is good enough? Because what I'm seeing from men is that, men are seeing that without the sex, they are looking at women as more of a liability than an asset. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, so that's why I'm trying to actually have a productive dialogue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all are women, like, what outside of your body, because obviously y'all don't want men to, sexually objectify women and stuff like that. Outside of your body, what do you think most women would have that a man that you could offer a man that would make him want to be around you or be in your presence? Like, that's where I'm trying to get to the conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, damn, we don't give them no pussy. They fuck it. We ain't got nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like, yo.
they gonna like niggas. Like.
I forget her name. I'm sorry. Tamia. Like Tamia was saying, it's like, I don't think some men know what to do outside of that scope. Because it's just like, even like me, like in my personal situations where like that's not necessarily on the table, it's like, then it kind of becomes like a thing where it's like, okay, then I don't really want to
pursue you.
Yeah. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Like, if that's not there, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not the only thing that can happen.
But see, that'd be the
What
problem. Nobody.
What are you about to say?
Hold on. What you mean it's not there, though? Like,
What do you mean?
It disappeared.
Like,
What do you mean?
No, like, if sex is on... Okay, so
sex is not on the table.
why would it...
Why would it not be on the table?
You celibate? Like,
I am.
I was going to say she's a very faithful, like she has a strong faith.
Strong faith,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So, yeah.
Shout out to you.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's valid. That is valid. But again,
Like-
it almost goes to like, I think what we're seeing in society now from women is that, we only looked at men in a societal aspect from an aspect of them providing financially. Now that women are able to provide for themselves, they're starting to say, listen, we have less of a need for men like we used to. Therefore, now men have to show up in other ways to, show a woman that we are worthy of her time or whatever the case is. Now it's vice versa. Like, obviously, y'all know historically men have always pursued women for sex, obviously to reproduce and stuff like that. If that was taken off the table, now what do women feel like they can offer a man outside of their body? And that's where I really want to get to. Like, you know what I mean?
The table. I can offer the table.
Who offered the table?
No, I'm playing.
I mean, I feel like this is more like a question for like you guys.
Yeah,
though. Like,
I feel like
what do you like outside of sex? What
do you think a woman has to offer?
Yeah.
But this is why the women are here, because we want y'all to voice y'all all. Like, what do y'all have?
You want us to tell y'all what y'all have to
I feel like a woman has a lot to offer.
That's what we're trying to get to. That's what we are trying to
Everybody's personality is different. Each personality is its own entity.
Okay.
And everybody is going to mesh to something different for real.
Right.
But what do you guys think? Though? Like,
So what do you like? What do y'all think about
So
that?
you specifically, what do you have to offer outside of the kitty? As a matter of fact, let's start here, because you're already there. You know what I mean? So I mean, my bad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
she got the most experience.
Wait, guys, wait. I feel like at that point, if it's off the table, I feel like men are gonna start actually caring to get to know the female.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be real. A lot of men really do just chase sex. Like it's a known fact. So without that factor, you're gonna actually start to get to know the female. It's not about what do we have to offer. You're gonna actually sit down and want to know, like, is this someone I'm gonna be compatible with? Versus let me just hit it and then let me, get on with my task. You're going to want to sit down and get to know every female. You're not going to waste your time with everyone because there's nothing to do besides get to know someone. You're not going to spend your days getting to know someone you don't want to deal with.
Okay.
So
it will lead to stronger relationships.
It'll lead to, real things.
Okay. There we go. Now we starting to make some progress.
I've been trying to say this.
What else are we going to give them?
I mean,
every time I said it.
What else are we going to give them? I don't know. So would y'all agree that, so it would work vice versa with men? Like, you know what I mean? If men can't necessarily provide a woman with finances, that means a woman would have to get to know him outside his finances.
But you guys are gonna start barking on me. And I know you guys are gonna start.
It's a double standard.
Like, no. It's true, but I feel like with females specifically, we're raised to like get a husband, like get to know someone. We want that whole love aspect, that whole marriage aspect. We do. But men,
I'm strong, independent, and don't need no man. That's what wasn't y'all raised off that?
First of all, I saw a podcast snippet where someone sat there and explained like the whole background with that. Not everybody wants to be strong and independent and not want a man, but you're in certain situations where you gotta fend for yourself until you find someone that you could be submissive with and you deal with. But you're not gonna sit here and be submissive and dependent on nothing.
No, nobody
like
said
we're
that.
both not.
You just said, my thing was, you just said we were raised to want husbands.
Raised.
I said like, that's a contradiction because I believe y'all was raised.
I was to say like it's like the whole like Disney princess aspect. Like everybody wants like their prince charming. Yeah. Like you want that like the love aspect. I feel like more women want that.
But I grew up with that in the household. I mean, talking about movies.
I mean, I didn't grow up with it necessarily in the household.
That's different.
But like
you said raised.
But it's something that we see
household,
though.
Like your mom's gonna tell you, like you hear conversations, you see every movie, like you see like the woman is so happy to get married that special day, like it's in everything.
So the movies is raising y'all.
The Disney movies with the white characters. That's you saw yourself in the white Disney characters. That's what you're saying.
Oh. I mean, but that's not too much Princess Tiana.
Because that's not how Tiana was rocking though.
Like, okay, she had her own business and she had her man.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, shout out.
I ain't never seen that one.
You never seen Princess and the Frog?
Nah.
The Prince and the Frog?
Princess and the Frog.
Nah.
Brandy was Cinderella too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Paved the way so others could walk.
Yeah, she was. And she got her prince.
So you're saying more women were raised off of that than a strong, independent, I don't need a man?
Yeah.
Yes, you are raised on that. And then lifestyle, like things happen in life that makes you, unfortunately, get that mindset. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want a man, but I can say I'm independent.
You're an adult.
I am. I'm independent.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say you was an adult?
What do you mean?
I'm saying you're an adult. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
independent though.
Yeah, but being a responsible adult is being able to be dependent on yourself,
there are
right?
Still adults that are not independent.
I'm just saying. Anytime you spit, like everybody here in this room is independent. I don't think Keem, I never heard you tell everybody that you was independent. You pay your own bills. You do everything by yourself. You work, right?
Okay. Pat your back. You're independent.
Okay. You don't need a pat on the back. You don't need no affirmations or the world to tell you that, right? You just that's just calling to be an adult, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Listen.
Regular shit, like type shit.
Listen.
It's regular shit,
No, because basically just to go back to the original, just to go back to the topic, is just that
what topic we on still? Oh yeah.
You take the sex off the table because that's what we wanted. We really want to get to because of like again, if men are looking at the dating market, and I'm not saying all men, but there are certain men who are looking at women as more of a liability than an asset. You know, outside of the reward of the sexual pleasure, like men don't feel like they're getting as much in exchange nowadays. Like you know what I mean? So that's what we're saying. Without the sex,
I think it would lead to stronger connections, like she said, though, because once that's off the table, you gotta make sure, because normally when you got an annoying woman, that's what you look forward to combat the annoyingness. You know what I mean? So if that's off the table, you really gotta make sure you solid with this partner. If that's off the table, you know what I'm saying? So I think it would lead to more genuine connections, and also. Women might actually have to do something in relationships because you can't give it for Christmas and your birthdays. There's no more.
What women are y'all dealing with?
Huh?
That's
What women
I
are
was
y'all
about to say,
dealing
what women
with?
are you dealing with?
Here we
Yeah.
go with the what women.
No,
are
because
dealing
for real,
with.
like you talking about they
Saying,
not doing nothing, they not bringing nothing to the table, this hypothetical
Right.
table, like
Like,
they're not getting you gifts, like
Because I like to spend just
who are y'all
to spend
spending time with?
Oh, so y'all old ladies that buy your man gifts.
Yes, I don't have
and
no
y'all take
problem
out your man
spending.
and all that. Y'all take
Yes.
out all that.
It's
Okay.
cute stuff.
If I see something that I like from a man, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm getting it.
Call your ex right now. Like, call him right now.
You ain't gotta
like.
tell me twice.
You said, "Damn, you gave me a reason to call back." I've been trying to rekindle that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, now you texting him like you like, yo, now.
No, because he's at work.
Oh, all right.
I'm not one of them.
Mhm.
I want to
Okay.
make sure while he's
Okay.
at work,
Very
I'm like, I'm
respectful.
get
Very
very demure.
mindful.
Oh, dear.
Very
Very
demure.
Very demure.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Want me to call him now?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
right now.
Listen.
Now I put it on speaker.
She's like, yo, I'm just live for me real quick.
No, I said, what you doing?
That's true. You gotta see what's going on first. Don't call in the wrong time.
That's a real best friend right there. Like, I mean,
Or I'm gonna stand beside her.
He's not answering.
she ain't even let that shit ring. I was just
I
seeing it like,
did.
nah, that shit
Twice.
ring. Yeah, all right. She did that.
called
I looked at it. She did the call and hang up. Like, that's what she did. Like,
I really didn't. Look,
Okay, it did. It
it did.
All right. She was
She
ready.
did text him.
Y'all,
said,
y'all
"Put your
still
shit
talk? Oh,
Yeah,
clearly
we
y'all
do.
still talk. You know what I mean?
on." Okay.
We good friends. We good friends. Good friends.
You good friends with Jax?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So why y'all not together though?
Long story. I won't comment on it.
So if you get a new man now, right? Being that you're good friends with Jax, and he not comfortable with that, you cut him off?
Yeah.
Okay, yo, you saying all the right things today. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Must be a Long Island. She from Long Island.
Hey.
Like, Long Island thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
But why
What
is that
does
a
that even
discussion?
mean?
Like,
Huh?
it's not a discussion. If he says I'm not comfortable with that, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the logical response. There will be some women who will insecure your way intact out of that conversation. You must be insecure. You don't trust me, and you know there are women that would do that. Like, in that
Or like
situation.
sometimes I'll be like, okay, what made you feel like you need to say that? Like, what situation happened that did I do something? Like, I'll ask like just to get an understanding, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I hear you. Like,
And you would be okay if he had like a ex that he was cool with,
no,
huh?
no, because if
No,
you're
let me ask the question
Okay,
again.
go ahead.
If you had a boyfriend and he had an ex that he was cool with, would you be okay with that?
To a certain extent, because I'm gonna ask questions first before I sit here and be like, you need to cut her off. Just like how he possibly had a situation where though he felt some type of way about me being in contact with my ex. Okay, but I'm gonna still have that same conversation with
So
him.
you doing that to be petty, or
No.
that's how you really feel?
That's how I really feel.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't do that. I mean, I'm not even gonna say I don't do that petty stuff, but I do that petty stuff. Yes, but when it comes to my relationship, I'm very 100% on communication.
Okay.
That's
Until
a
I
big
feel like
one.
you start being a little petty, then we gonna go petty to petty. That's how I see.
But that's petty. Like,
That's not big. That's not mature. That's not the
Yeah.
mature
Not
adult
mature,
thing.
that's
but
not
like-
demure. Like,
I don't even know if you used it in the
I
right
don't know.
context. You know what I'm saying?
and then
But,
like subtle or some shit. Like, what if you looked it up?
Shy.
Shy,
modest,
conservative.
Modest.
like-
Modest, conservative.
Cutesy, very cute.
Right, yeah, that's
Very
not
mindful.
cute. It's not demure.
Like, yeah. Listen, anyway, let us know in the comments if y'all think, men would be less or more interested in women if sex was off the table.
And let us know if y'all tired of demure.
For sure. Like,
Very
I
classy.
mean, niggas is definitely tired of that shit. The
Word.
women is like, that's the new word of the
I haven't
year.
even been hearing it. I just been seeing it. And it's
Last year it was entanglement. You know, everybody was obsessed with that word. Now this year
That
is
didn't
just,
catch
it
on
was
to me as
sassy.
much
Yeah.
as
That didn't
Demure.
catch
Demure?
on.
I
Yeah.
saw
I was
it once and I was like,
everybody was saying they had an entanglement. After
Everybody
that
was
shit.
saying
You know what
they
I'm
had an
saying? Like, every
entanglement.
time you got caught up, it was an
Or
entanglement.
if y'all not in a relationship, y'all in an entanglement.
Mhm,
Like,
for
I
sure.
never understood that. Like,
Yeah,
what was
no.
the point?
Let-
Demure is catchy.
Yeah.
Like,
Very classy. Very demure.
you see the way I cross
Very
my
much
legs?
Oh,
Very
dear,
demure.
dear.
Oh my gosh. Listen, let me get to this next topic, right? Are people putting too much emphasis on manifestations and affirmations while neglecting the importance of taking action?
Yes.
What's your thoughts on this?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
I feel like people think that when they do manifestation and affirmation that they don't have to do nothing in order to get to where they need to be. You still got to put the work in regardless. You still got to get up every day, do what you need to do. You still got to make sure you have a routine for yourself. You still got to make sure that you got money coming in, whether it's through whatever you do legally or illegally. You still got to make sure you're doing the work for yourself to get to where you need to be at the end of the day. And then you got these people that probably do podcasts like the affirmation of today is da-da-da-da-da. And then people be running with it. But it's just like, do you really believe in this affirmation? Do you really feel like this affirmation fits with you? Or you're just doing it just because it's a trend?
Okay.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
What's your thoughts? Anything else you want to add to what she said? Like,
No, I agree. It's like when you keep saying, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it. How are you going to make it?
Because you
It's
ain't
like,
making it
you
nowhere.
know,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, action is always going to win.
Yeah.
interesting.
Just like you homeless and you hungry. And somebody offer you a job and then you manifest and change. Okay, yes. Get up. Take the job. Work. And help your manifestation come to life.
Okay. That's valid. Like, I mean, what's your thoughts on this? Like, it's a very specific. Like,
I didn't think of it like that, but that's different.
Homeless and hungry. Somebody just passing by. Hey, you
I'm
look
like,
like
damn.
I'm curious to get your take because as somebody who has a strong faith like you, do you see a lot of people, who just believe in faith and without doing the work themselves? Like,
yeah. And I feel like when it comes to like affirmation and all that too, it's like, I feel like that's really just to change your perspective about things. Like that's not actually like doing anything. Like you have to still like do stuff. Like even when I like pray, like I'm still doing stuff. Like I'm taking steps towards what I'm praying for. Because if not, then what am I just gonna do? I'm just expect God to do it for me. I mean, like, granted, like, yeah, but like, like there has to be like some type of effort put forth. Like you can't just want things.
And then sit back on your back and be like,
yeah,
come to me.
it's just gonna like happen.
Like that scenario of getting to work on time and you're just praying like, God, get me there, but you missed the bus. Like you woke up late. It's like, how's he gonna get you there? Like, Zap, no, get up, do the work, and pray that you have the opportunity. He's gonna grant you the opportunity, but you have to work for it. Same with everything else. Like I keep saying, I'm gonna make it. How? What are you doing to improve yourself? You can't just sit in a room and just keep writing on
like
the mirror.
You're sitting there like in your bed, you haven't gotten up in days, and you're just like, I'm gonna make it. Like, okay, but like, let's do some stuff.
You need to make it to
Let's
the
get
shower
up.
if you've been today.
Let's get the day started. Let's be productive.
Do those
Heavy on
stepping
gets
stones.
up.
that remind me of like when you was a kid and you used to blow out the like your birthday cake candles and you used to wish for something and you open your eyes and you don't see that shit. Like, damn, what the fuck this shit? I wish for this shit. What this shit at? Like, you know what I mean? I think
fucking sandalist.
the sandal, like, you know what I mean? Like you just like
every Christmas.
Fuck you, Sandal.
I think sometimes
What's said?
Yeah, what?
Why you say?
a nigga definitely upset those.
He definitely was under that Christmas tree. Like, where does PlayStation?
For sure. Like I already know. Like I was the same way. Like, you know what I mean? But I think, the reason I thought about this topic was because, I do see this happening a lot more in society where it's just a bunch of, God going to deliver the man right to my door. Like, God going to deliver me a man. I hear that a lot from women. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, is God, did that nigga become?
Stop saying that.
We got one.
I mean,
we got one.
No, it's like hope, like
So you think he's
Nah, I don't actually think he's.
Maybe
just
he
gonna,
got
like,
lost and he needs direction. Okay.
It's a motherfucking Amazon package. Like, that nigga's gonna come right to your front door. Like,
would it be nice?
It's okay to manifest that, It's okay to dream.
Nice.
But you see, now they trying to justify this shit.
No,
now they trying to justify this shit.
No. What I'm
have
saying, would it be nice? Yes. Is it realistic?
No.
Probably not. Like I need to go. Like you have to put yourself in places to meet people. Yeah.
But no, exactly. That's what a lot of it comes down to. Like, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of people get caught in delusion because they think if they do the Sierra's prayer, then God is just going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to just give you this. Like, you know what I mean? But she ain't put that in. I don't think she put that in her prayer. Like, you know what I mean? But like,
I don't know what she put in her prayer, but it's not for the man that she got now. She prayed for something else.
she prayed for something.
She prayed for something
Yeah, so,
else.
even with well, I don't really see. I know men are very delusional as well. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're not. I don't see them saying. Do you know any men that just be like, yo, like I'm gonna get to this bag and like I know God gonna deliver me this bag or some shit.
Yes.
Like, I don't
No,
know,
but
Yup.
you think so? I think men have a problem with like hustle culture though.
hustle culture.
Yeah, like that whole aspect. Like I gotta grind. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. Like be on 10 all the time.
Yeah,
But that's a
then
product of
lot
action,
them
like,
never
you
do
know?
it. Like, I'm not trying to be. Let me be quiet.
You said they'll never do it?
No, like it's
They
true
be-
what you're saying. Like they'll post it, they'll talk about it. You know, they'll tell their bros, they'll bet on the phone, but you're not doing anything. Like you're just
That's
talking
what you
about
talking
it.
about? That's what you talking about?
Not all of them. I'm
That
just
wasn't what I was
saying.
saying, but I'm saying.
Who you was hearing
what
it
do you
from?
mean?
Who you hearing it from?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like you just like you hear it like from people around, like male friends, like you know,
Okay.
it's just like a
And are they getting to it?
yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes it's a little much.
Yo,
I feel
why?
like-
Yo, why? Look at her face. Like she like, yo, I don't know who these niggas is. They not in my area. Like I don't know where these at.
What
like,
you mean it's a little much though, man?
What do I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes it's like I feel like sometimes men will like grind, and then like they be like unhappy. When it's like, how about you like take care of your mental health? How about you like, you know, take a
That's
moment
true,
like to rest, take care of you. It's not going nowhere. Like
I don't think men are taught that in society, honestly. I think men are very much taught like you have to produce or you have to be a provider or you have to contribute in society in order to be a man. Like how many times people
You're
on Fix
nodding from all the way over
like how many times how many times people on Fix their lips to keep telling men what a real man should be or what a real man should do. You know, a real like what's that one video I seen where the guy was like, yeah, I work 80 hours a week for my wife. And like, and women's in the comments like, yeah, that's what a real man is. Like, so we're constantly being told by society and everybody else what a real man is and what a real man is supposed to do. We don't know about mental health. We're just now like having these discussions about just in our community in general. We're just now having these discussions about mental health. We got this bag culture. Everybody wants to get to the bag, like you know what I mean. And nobody really prioritizes their mental health, like you said. And I think that's not just. I don't think men get caught. I think women get caught in that too. Like you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's tough, especially in New York. Man. I mean, the price of living out here is crazy. So if you're not getting to the bag, you might be like that homeless person she was talking about. Hungry and shit.
And first of all, I know that homeless person is upset when he see these migrants running around. Like, yo, this nigga like, what the fuck? They got EBT? I ain't get shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
This nigga doing the backstroke in the pool. Like, what the fuck?
Like 5-star hotels. Listen, I feel bad. I ain't gonna. I feel bad for them niggas, bro.
Yeah,
like, yo, just driving here right there on the Manhattan Bridge, you seeing all the like. There's like a little homeless like center right there, bro. Like nothing but shelter, like tents and shit like that. And the migration is a whole nother conversation. We talk about that another time. But like, you know, what's your thoughts about this whole affirmations and you know?
I think the lady said it all when it comes to that, man. Like you just gotta take action. Ain't nothing you hoping for, praying for, just gonna fall in your lap out the sky. This is not a movie. I mean, that shit is not real. I mean, like Drake said, I do a prayer and then go get what I just prayed for. You know what I mean? Shout out to Drake. I mean.
You would have thought this thing got sponsored by OVO. Like this nigga.
Yeah, Drake sent my merch, bro. But yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I like that. Like there's a saying that says, I hate it when people say that I got here by luck.
Yeah.
It was purely like, you know, by action.
No, actually,
like, you know,
it do got some people that be lucky though.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it, so you can't discount they experience, but yeah,
saying,
majority,
like, yeah, like people who work out, when everyone's like, oh, you have such a nice body, you're so lucky, and you know, they're putting in work every day at the gym, every other day. It's, it's not luck. I'm putting in the work.
I mean, this is before or after they got the BBL. Like, the BBL warriors be in the gym crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maintaining
like,
something that they got under the knife. But I mean, I guess.
They're maintaining it though.
If you paid that much for it, won't you maintain it too?
I mean, you kind of have to maintain it.
You have to,
or it's gonna start shifting.
But then when you get on the internet and be like, "Oh, but this is my natural body," like you're deceiving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like very much.
Yo, she paid for it. It's hers, right? That's what they say about their head. Body
and they be trying to justify the BBL now because they said because it's a fat transfer, it's still their fat. Like they just transfer it to their body, so it's like they be trying to justify. I seen this shit. Like you know what I mean?
They
like,
do.
It's there.
Nah,
they made it.
They made it. Like listen, man. We appreciate y'all. We gotta get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for being on the show again. Let them know where they can follow you
at sincerely.touss.
At
Mia 3 underscores.
At Shantae TV.
That's what you said the first time? That's not what you said.
I was about to say.
At Shantae. Wait. Now you got me messing up. All right. At Shantae TV. 1TV. CHAUNTE. Okay.
You said that shit back quick the first
He definitely
time.
did.
You definitely did.
It's at Tyler Imani, and that's Tyler with the A and Imani with the Y.
And make sure y'all go to church with her on Sundays. Like she looking for some guys.
Everyone on a Sunday, talk to me if we not going to church.
Fall in her lap. Know what I mean?
That could be God right there sending you a blessing right there. You never know.
With what?
After this interview, they might.
Amen.
They might. You
Right. Never know, boo.
Hey,
Looking for Tyler.
let the church say amen.
Amen. Very demanding.
Listen, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Hit that like.
Hit the like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell. True, man. We need y'all to stay up to date. Cop the merch, Dailyrapupcrew.co.
He's slacking.
I am slacking.
With his fake Tupac shirt. You know what I mean?
Ooh. You gonna let him do that?
I mean, he kind of came for him. That was his clapback.
That's crazy, but join the membership, man. Listen to the podcast audio, man, every Tuesday morning, 6 a.m.
You do got a nose ring in. What are you talking about?
You do right there.
Crazy.
Stop playing with your shirt like that.
Yo, it's crazy because I looked at it and I was like, damn, maybe it's on the other side.
I can't.
Stop playing with you like that.